You didn't hear that. That means you're having company.
It does.
Good morning.
Or we used to say we're going to kiss a fool.
Oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. And good morning, Maylou.
Good morning.
Cheers to all out there. And cheers to you. And let's have a beautiful day. But first, let's get our attitude adjustment. Even if the sky is falling down, we're going to keep our high.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Here we go, Pete.
So you're in a hurry when you try to calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. 'Cause it's a beautiful day.
morning, everybody. Oh my goodness, it is Monday. I was confused this morning when I got up. I thought it was Tuesday. Like, wow, what am I doing? Morning, Robert Dosa. Thank you for being with us from Romania. Pat Moss, good afternoon to you. Abla and Egypt, thank you for being here again. Deirdre, Becky, Suzanne, Jean. What do I put in my coffee? I put heavy cream in my coffee, and I have some I'll be bringing with me and some coffee I'll be bringing with me. And let's see, who else is here? Hope. Hope says top of the morning, Peas. Mama P, our beautiful Aunt Mary Lou, the host, and welcome to Manifesting Monday.
Manifesting Monday.
Right.
Good morning, everybody.
And Kathy Hand is here. Kathy, you're probably on your way to work, so be safe out there on the road. Oh, wait, you have a 3-day weekend. You get to stay with us today. Yay. Rick Morrow, good morning to you. Rochelle, hello. There's our beautiful Auntie Jean. Good morning, sweetheart. All right, let's start out the way we start every day, doing our heart-brain coherence. This is such an important way to start your day because it gets you in the right mindset. It gets your brain feeling the love that's in your heart. And because at the end of that special moment where we're connecting, we all share our I am stories. What do you say after the words, I am? So there's 3 parts to this. Putting your hand on your heart, slowing down your breathing, and then add in that love, compassion, gratitude. Bring it all together in your heart. And let's just stay this way for another minute, and then let the sharing begin. I'm so grateful for another day alive. I'm worthy. I'm enough. I'm honored to be here this morning with all of you beautiful people. I'm thrilled to be sitting beside this wonderful, amazing person, Mary Lou. I am peace. Mary Lou, do you have an I am?
I am warm, cozy, and content. I'm thankful. I'm feeling loved, and I'm feeling ready to love.
And Deirdre says, I am the beloved of my being. Oh, I love that. I am the beloved of my being. We have Sony Rihan. Thank you for being with us. Okay, any other I ams that you want to place there in the comments, please do so. We're going to pull a Kuan Yin card. Would you like to dig in there and pull one of those out?
Sure.
Ooh. Rochelle likes your robe or loves your robe. It does look comfy, doesn't it? She offered me one, but I was a little warm when I got up this morning.
Which is a good thing.
It is a good thing. Yeah, because it's 65 degrees outside. Okay. Pat Moss, I am me, healthy, grateful, and love. Thank you for your prayers. Oh, Pat, we love you. And your Tom and Olivia, I hope they're doing well in school today. Oh, no, they won't have school today. No, you're in a different country. I get confused sometimes. So sending love to your grandkids. Barbara says, I am capable of being the best me I can. I am happy. Yay. Kathy, I am grateful. I am seeking to serve Creator God's highest purpose for me. I am love, light, and peace. Rochelle, I am deeply loved and grateful for my family and friends. I am deeply grateful I got to meet you, Rochelle. Such a blessing to be able to meet people as I go around the country. Norio, I am blessed. I am in the midst of pure love and I am peace. How beautiful. I love your I ams this morning. Let's go to our Kuan Yin this morning that was pulled by Mary Lou, the Sacred River Yance, I think is how you pronounce it. Just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting. You are growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. I love that. We are all growing and changing, and nothing stays the same, and that is great. You know, even when we think that everything is working so well and, you know, we're just plugging along and happy, we still need something to change. It's the way the human body is, the way the human experience is. We have changes. That's the thing we can all count on in life.
That's right. Yes.
From the minute we're born.
Yes.
There's going to be changes.
To go with the flow like the river.
Yes.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. So today is Manifesting Monday. On Sundays, we set intentions. And then on Monday, we talk about how can we change, how can we shift to be more open to manifesting whatever it is that we want in our lives. What do we do as we send those rockets of desire out to the universe, as Abraham likes to say? So that's what we talk about on Mondays. And I'm so glad that I have Mary Lou here with me. I think Mary Lou is a wonderful manifester. I really do. I've seen the evidence of what you have manifested, and it's just amazing.
Thank you.
And even yesterday, let's talk about that, what we manifested. We were in the midst of heavy, heavy fog.
Yes.
Going up that mountain, I mean, you tell them what it was like driving up the mountain. But you were behind the wheel of the car.
Well, we were just surrounded by mist and fog. And I knew where the yellow line was. So I followed that yellow line on the road. And I knew we were going to a top of the mountain and that we would get there. And there were no cars in front of us or behind us. We're there on our way up.
Right, it's just us.
It was just us. And even even in that, I kept looking on the sides, trying to find some animal life. The only one we really saw was a little chipmunk that was wild.
Yeah.
Then when we got up to the top, it seemed like it was a clearing wherever we were walking. The mist was around us, but everything was visible enough to get where we needed to go.
Yeah.
And it was kind of miraculous when we finally found our spot. Teri had us all looking for the tree that had the peace symbol.
Mhm.
They had explain that a little bit, Teri.
So some trees they'll have the trunk and then it expands out and makes almost like a V. But it's a peace symbol. It's what I see it as. So I always look for that when we do the land blessings. That's where the angels guide is looking for peace, looking for love in the form of hearts. And there's always been animals at every land blessing.
Yes.
Animals and either children
And there were dogs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
2 of the first dogs had the same name.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it was.
Mickey.
Mickey. Yeah. And everyone was so friendly that we saw up there. It was just one man. He was not unfriendly, but he
Right.
was distant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were offering
Skeptical.
people, the cards, the angel speaks cards, and so many were so receptive and thankful that we were there, sharing the blessing of peace.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, the manifestation was, that it was okay that the sun wasn't shining, and it was going to be okay that Teri couldn't see the beauty of the visual because we were experiencing the mist, and I felt like you could almost you could see the wind because you could see the movement of the mist. And you don't get to do that all the time, I don't think, where you could visualize the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that. I felt, the connection between the spirit of wind and the root word ruah came to me of the Old Testament, meaning of wind and breath. And so that was a beautiful manifestation of nature in a way that's unusual to see, I think.
It was. And we were talking on the way up the mountain about the fog, excuse me, and what it would be like doing the land blessing in the fog. And I said, well, angels, we just need to have that spot and be able to see. And sure enough, the spot where we were standing doing the land blessing was totally clear.
For the whole time that we were there, it was clear. And yeah, it's the word ethereal or ethereal, right behind Teri where we were taping. It was the fog was a place of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
It was a place. And when you took that moment of silent time, the wind truly stopped.
Yeah.
And it became a bit brighter. I don't know if you sensed that because you were in the moment and in your, in your mind and doing, your connecting, but it stopped, totally stopped. It was awesome.
I love it. The whole thing was so magical.
It was. That's the word we came up with.
Mm-hmm.
There was no other word. It was magical and mysterious and beautiful, sacred.
It was. And Kathy says, but the mist was magical.
It was.
It was like watching spirits flow all around you. Yeah, it really was.
Awesome.
Just being there in that moment. There's no describing it. And that's what I was saying to Mary Lou last night. I love that people can be there virtually watching it on the live or on the recording, but to stand there and experience it. There is nothing like that.
There's nothing like being in it.
Yeah.
In the moment. Another awesome thing was as we walked along, there were engravings, quotes from people that had experienced Mount Greylock.
Mm-hmm.
And one was Thoreau. And the words that stick out to me are when he called it, he said, when I was up here, there was an ocean of mist. Just
That's
like
right.
with us.
Yeah.
And one of the oils that we used many oils on the prayer packets, the prayer ties. And we blessed the prayer ties that were placed into the ground with tobacco, as an offering of thanksgiving back into Mother Gaia, into Mother Earth, and to thank Father Creator, and we put oils on them. And one of the oils was from a favorite saint of mine, Faustina, a more modern saint, and her whole message is to have an ocean of mercy come upon the earth at this time. Forget the judgment, forget the sense of fear that goes along with the judgment, and just bring mercy into the world, because that's what we need. And I loved that there was another ocean, an ocean of mist and an ocean of mercy, and they all connected with our blessing. I like it. It made it more meaningful to me.
It was beautiful, and I felt the energy so strongly. Even when we closed it up and placed the one patch of moss and grass on there, I just felt it already beginning. Like that energy was already reaching out to connect with all the other stones. That Sedona stone that went in there felt so powerful as it connected with the Massachusetts stones. So it's working, and the angel message that came through every time the angels give a message at the land blessing, and it was that they're going to do their job. They're going to connect, and all we have to do is have faith. Just like driving up the mountain, we just let it go. We're like, we're here, we're going to do this, and we just had faith that it was going to work perfectly, and everything was working perfectly. Marietta, I saw you in there with your hearts. Everything is working perfectly. That's such a great attitude and a great statement to make, because it is. We just have to let go and release the reins and let spirit lead the way. And that, I think, is our big lesson for today, is when we can, even when we see things looking not the way that we would think it would be perfectly, that, wanting to see the surroundings, we're saying, oh, it's not the perfect day, but it really was. As Mary Lou was saying, instead of seeing with the visual eyes, we saw with our spiritual eyes. We experienced it.
And we weren't there really to see the views.
Right.
We were there with the purpose of bringing peace into Massachusetts. And, and so I think we were more focused on that moment because of it. Yeah,
exactly. So it's the letting go. It's just having the faith and the trust that it is going to work perfectly. Maybe not what was perfect in our minds, but perfect in the way it turned out, because it certainly was.
And let's not forget that because it was, that kind of weather, who wanted to be out in it too long? And so the Bascom Lodge was open, and it was the perfect opportunity because Grace Isis joined us. I mean, who has that happen? She came all the way from another part of Massachusetts, a 3-hour ride, and shared the blessing with us. And it was such a gift. She was a blessing to us, right?
Oh,
she bought us, New England clam chowder, and this time of the year is the beginning of our apple season, and we had hot apple cider together, and most especially a good lengthy time to sit and visit and get to know one another. It was awesome. It was so
really
beautiful.
Was being in that energy, and she always brightens up a room.
Yeah, so she got there before we did at the bottom of the mountain, and made connection with a couple that was hiking. And as we finished up our little refreshment, there they were sitting in the outside of the lodge, and they said to me, that woman has such a spirit about her, such a giving, loving gift. So it was awesome. It was beautiful.
It really was. And I think lives were touched in there. We did the land blessing. We finished what our purpose was for being there. But the angel said, no, you're not done yet.
We had several conversations with several people.
Yeah, it was a really busy day there at the lodge. And was my ambassador for the Peace on Earth tour. And
I felt like I was yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm not shy with strangers. It's never been one of my, weaknesses.
It was just beautiful to watch her float around the room and talk to people and pass out the gratitude cards and tell them what we were doing up there. And so many of them were Massachusetts residents, and they said, thank you. Thank you for doing this, for bringing in more peace. We need it. And I was able to speak with a firefighter who's there and thank him for what he does. And I said, thank you. We lift up those on the front line, those who are out there, putting their life on the line for others to be of service. So yeah, it was an absolutely amazing experience. And all we had to do was show up.
And truly, that's what I manifested. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was my prayer as we placed the rocks in the oil with the blessings. In your blessings, came in as well, and your intentions. And that was what my wish was, that we would truly be peacemakers. And one of the way we do that is with our words, in our manners as we express the words to others.
Right.
And so that really did happen that
It
day,
happened.
right then and there.
Yeah. So, just like we did, we placed it in the ground and then let it go.
Yes.
Just let it go and let it work its magic.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. We sang about joy and we sang to the Creator. It was beautiful. Fun.
Yes.
Fun and important and very special. Yeah.
It was a very special moment together. And I just felt the energy of all of you there. I didn't know who was watching because Mary Lou was doing the Facebook Live for us. And I just felt angels around us. I felt the energy of all the peas in the pod. You were all there. Even if you didn't get to see it at that moment, you were there in your energy. And thank you. Thank you for being there. Oh, we got lots of comments. Catherine Kovacs is here. Good morning, Catherine. And Deirdre says she loved the land blessing. And Kathy totally resonated with the card that we pulled. Awesome. That's right. Let it flow. That's our message today. Let it go and let the miracles flow. Thank you, Pat Moss. I love that sentence. And Kathy is manifesting movement. I need to be more active, even just a little bit. One step at a time, Kathy. That's what I always say. And I love, recently I heard this and I've just really adapted it in my life. May every step be a prayer. So as you're thinking about doing more movement, just incorporate that into it. Every step that you take, just let it be a prayer. Let it be you flowing your energy out to the universe. And just watch what happens. You'll be wanting to take more steps when you do that. Let's see, Leo. Hello, dear Leo. And he's asking, are you doing a land blessing here when you're back in Florida? I absolutely am, Leo. I may do more than one. As you all know, Florida is a very long state. So there could be different places in Florida, just like in California, another very long state. And we did 3 land blessings there in California. So Leo, if you want to pick a spot, if you find something that really reaches out and speaks to you, and you would like us to go there to do it, I'm there. And you just lead the way. And Suzanne says, now we have to plan a trip to visit the land blessing site and Mary Lou.
Yes, please.
And it'll be easy to find that land blessing site because it was so amazing to see all of the rocks that were there on top of Mount Greylock. And one of the rocks, as we just kept getting led, and I said, we need to go down this path. So we got off of the paved path, and yes, Jean, I got off the path again. But there was no park rangers telling me I couldn't do that. So
it was a grass path.
It was a grass path. So we went down the grass path, and all of a sudden there were rocks that looked like an elephant. And I said, look at that. That feels like Ganesh energy. Ganesh is the entity that helps us break through barriers and remove obstacles. What better thing to have at a land blessing site so we can break through anything that's stopping us from having peace. So we did the land blessing right beside of there. And so it'll be easy to find the exact spot when you go back.
Yes. Yep. I know where it is.
Yeah.
I won't
Mary Lou
forget.
can be your tour guide
I won't
and
forget.
take you right to it.
And Grace, I said after the blessing spotted something in the wooded area where there was tree limbs that had fallen, and she felt the presence of ancestors.
Yes, that's on we have a recording, because not only did we do the live, but she was recording it as well. And on that recording, she talks about it. So I'm going to put that on YouTube. So you can see the after the land blessing conversation that we had, where I looked at who all was on the live and thanked all of you. So that's going to be on the YouTube recording of it. And Kathy says she's still a little sad that we didn't find a place here in Maryland. Well, Kathy, we will. When I first started on the journey, almost a year ago, 5 more days, it'll be our 1-year anniversary. When I first started out, and I'm driving through states, and I already knew I was going to do land blessings. And I'm asking the angels, am I supposed to stop somewhere in here? Like I was in Georgia, I was in North Carolina, South Carolina, and I didn't get the message to stop. I was heading toward Tennessee. And so I asked again, am I going to be going to every state to do this? And I heard yes. So Kathy, there will be a land blessing in Maryland, and we don't know the timing of it, but I know I'll be back there, and we'll find that exact spot where it's supposed to be. Good morning, Erica. Thank you for being with us. Erica, how's it going with our manifesting that permanent position for you at your job? I want to put that out there for you to manifest, because I know that's where your heart is. And like we've been talking about, and Abla's reminding us, let go and let God. When we let go of the reins and trust in the universe and our creator and the angels to lead the way, they certainly do. And Marietta says, yes, EIWP, according to the incredible divine plan. Everything is working perfectly. Prachetta's here. Hi, Prachetta. And she says the land blessing was very beautiful. Amazing energy. Thank you. And Christina is here. Good morning, dear Christina. I am so forever grateful to you, Christina, for introducing us to Aunt Mary Lou and being here in this beautiful part of Massachusetts, in the Berkshires. This is Western Mass, right?
Western
That's what
Mass.
we would call it.
Yep.
Yeah, Western Massachusetts, just over the New York border.
Sometimes Boston forgets we are here.
I know.
And
right?
sometimes that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But financially, sometimes it would be more beneficial if the government would remember that, there's a presence here.
Yes.
We're the
exactly.
quiet presence of
It's
Massachusetts.
quiet, and it is quiet. It's
Mhm.
peaceful. It's so beautiful here. And just driving around, looking at the architecture of the homes and the old churches that have been here
Yes.
for a long, long time. Yeah. Prachetta says, I am absolutely healthy. I am surrounded by a happy family and friends. That's a beautiful I am statement this morning, Prachetta. Isabel, good morning. Rosalind, all the way over in the West Coast, California, good morning to you. And Leo says, I have a suggestion. A land blessing at the Devil's Den, if you're in Orlando, that'd be interesting. I'm not familiar with that in Orlando, Leo, but if you want to lead the way, I'm going to be with Stacy, who is about an hour, I think, away from Orlando. So it's a possibility. We never know where that land blessing is going to be until the angels guide us there. And Stacy's not with us this morning, so let's just send out good energy to her. She asked if she could be on Wednesday. She was supposed to be hosting this morning, but she'll be on here Wednesday with us. And let's send her lots of blessings today and safety on the road as she's doing a bit of traveling. Tammy Fisk, good morning. And Jean says, we need to make Mary Lou your co-host. She has a beautiful voice and it makes everything so wonderful. I'm going to take her with me to every land blessing. And she's not a morning person. Let me tell you,
This is my miracle, is being up and about at this hour of the day.
this is a sacrifice for Mary Lou.
It's not really, I'm not thinking of it as a sacrifice, though.
Well, you're sacrificing your sleep time.
My sleep time. I don't know. I don't know what that's all about right now. I don't know. Maybe I need to get up and be part of the morning show. I don't know. I'm
We'll see what
enjoying
the
it.
angels
I'm
say.
loving it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we're going to have more fun today. We're going to go to the lake and do a water blessing and just feel the beauty of the area.
Yeah. We may take another little ride for you to enjoy things.
Mhm. And Deirdre says to Marietta, thank you, Marietta, for creating these mini mantras that surfaces the message immediately. It sure does. I so love my Marietta. And I take that AAA with me everywhere I go. Accept, align, allow. And that went into the prayer time, Marietta. And Isabel is happy for a new day. And Prachetta says, now I am in the right group. Okay, I think I only put it on one EWN this morning. Suzanne says, your presence is needed at the Cuppa, Mary Lou. Your fans are loving you, and I love you.
I love seeing everyone, and it's beautiful. Thank you.
And Christina says, my pleasure. I'm so very blessed to have both of you and the Berkshires in my life. So much love. I love you, Christina. And Leo says, the Devil's Den is an underground waterfall cave. It's absolutely beautiful. And the devil should experience peace too. He might like it and change his ways. No matter where the land blessing is in Florida, I want to be there. I want you there, Leo. And Leo, I think you should write a song for the land blessings in Florida that we're going to do there. We've had music incorporated into the land blessings. In California, Prince created a song, Prince Fleet Easton made a song for us to the tune of Kumbaya. And I played that for Mary Lou yesterday so she could hear it. And it was so beautiful. And then yesterday we had Mary Lou singing with us. It was just absolutely amazing.
You know, and one of the songs we sang is Peace is Flowing Like a River. And here today we picked out, just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Yep. And the words peace flowing like a river, flowing out through you and me, setting all the captives free. Yep. So we're continuing on with that, that theme of flowing and peace,
getting in the flow. Yeah. And Rosalind says, I'm a fan of Mary Lou singing. She sings from her heart.
Yeah, that's the best I can do, right? My mother taught me when I was a child, if you're singing, then you're bringing happiness from within yourself. It's something that you can give away and still keep. And I like that kind of thinking.
I love that. Yes.
And whatever voice God gave you, just give it back to him. That's how I feel about it. Right. I don't really have a songbird voice, but I sing from my heart.
You have a beautiful voice. It does come from the heart, and we feel that. Kathy says, Mary Lou, I hope you get hooked and join in on Cuppa almost every day. It is the best.
Feeling the pull.
It's the best way to start your day. It really is. And Deirdre says, you had an awesome mom, Mary Lou.
I really did.
And Leo says, yes, awesome. The challenge is accepted. I'll write and make an exclusive beat for the song.
Cool, Leo.
Thank you, Leo. And Kathy says, my mom used to say, when you sing, you are praying twice.
Yes, I've heard that too.
I hadn't heard that before. My mom used to sing all the time. If she was cooking, whatever she was doing, she had a song coming out from her.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Prachetta's reminding us that it's prayer time. So go ahead and put in your prayers. And I think our message today for manifesting and whatever you hold in your heart that you want to put out there into the universe, that you want to see manifested in your life, the message is to just let go and let it flow. Let it flow like the river and watch it come to you. It sounds so simple, but you know, the angels tell us that we try to complicate things. We try to analyze and overanalyze and pull the strings of it to try to make it happen. And the simple part is just let it go. Just let that wish, that desire flow out to where it needs to go to manifest and come back to you. So that is our tip to manifest today, just like what we did yesterday, manifesting that clear area to stand and do the land blessing. We couldn't control that. There was no way that we could pull the reins and make it happen. And if we had gone into an energy of, oh, this is terrible, this, you know, we're not going to be able to see,
Yeah.
the miracle wouldn't have showed up for us. And I know that in my heart. We had to just say, let's see what happens and put it out to the angels. Yeah, Deirdre, the simple part is hard to learn because we see this lifetime, these human lives that we're living, we see it as a struggle. So we think we have to do something, right? We have to do, but we don't. We have to just let go. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So we got some prayers coming in. Okay, Kathy says, I need to meet Mary Lou in person. We seem to have similarities.
I think we do too, Kathy.
Yeah.
I feel that connection.
I do too.
I'd love to meet you.
And Franchetta says, Mary Lou, ma'am, you rock. God bless you.
Thank you. I'll take that blessing. Thank you.
I love that. That's coming all the way from India to
Isn't that
you.
wonderful? I know. Hi, Prashetta.
And Franchetta has prayers. She says, special prayers for my dearest, beautiful fairy Teri, ma'am. Lots of gratitude for you. Special prayers for Jasmine's daughters who are a little indisposed. Special prayers for Navritti. She has a bad allergy attack. Prayers for my amazing brothers, Neil and Prachir. Prayers of good health and happiness for my entire Angelic River family. And lots of love. So beautiful, Prachetta. Thank you for all those prayers. And let's put Jasmine and her daughters in the prayer circle. And Navritti. I love my Navritti. I saw some beautiful pictures of her recently. So yes, let's put her in there for good health. I hope prayers for the entire Angelic River family, that all our manifestations that are for our highest good may be granted. Prayers that our universe will come to know perfect peace. Sending out healing energy to Jason Juggler Carty, and blessings for you, Teri and Mary Lou. Thank you, Hope. And yes, we've been putting Jason in our prayer circle for a while and praying for a miracle in his life. And Rochelle, prayers for Megan Buriak and her baby boy. Her husband was one of the 5 military members whose helicopter went down in the San Diego last week. I wasn't aware of that. I'm sorry to hear that, and let's pray for all the families of those that were on that military helicopter. And Rochelle used to work with Megan. Yes, let's lift her and her baby up. And sorry.
Prayers this morning for people that are experiencing change that came to them, you know, from unexpected weather circumstances that are happening throughout the world and the country, and change for people who have lost loved ones from the virus or experienced the virus and are having change in their own physical beings, that they may embrace that change and accept it and move forward with thankfulness for the change, and put behind what they want to know and can't any longer, and be willing to experience newness.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Christina says prayers for anyone struggling, whether mental, spiritual, or emotional. Prayers for the water blessing and good travels. So much love and peace on earth. And prayers for us, Mary Lou and I, today to enjoy our last day for now together.
Amen to that.
I'll be leaving tomorrow to head to Jean Walensky, who's with us this morning.
And Jean, will you be doing a land blessing, I wonder, or a water blessing up in Vermont?
I'm hoping that we'll find that spot.
That would make me so happy if you brought the stone from Massachusetts to Vermont, because my husband's a Vermont native. So that would be like a wonderful, send off to Teri from me and Barry.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Jean, let's start looking at places there in Vermont where you are. I know you said that there's a huge property, so maybe we can just go walking with the elementals and let them guide us into that perfect spot. And so
I guess that's my manifestation for today.
All right, there you go. Put it out there and let it go. And Jean Lorio says, just like the mist that rolled out on the mountaintop yesterday, let the love we have for each other flow out to the rest of the universe so we can say, let it be. Just let it be. Amen. Kathy, please, prayers for my husband and son. I wish they would both get the help they need. Much healing is needed. The sins of the fathers. Okay,
I'd also like to, I'm interrupting.
All right, we're just going to put them in our prayer circle. Your husband, your son, you, and your daughter, Kathy. Putting the whole family in there.
I just wanted to offer blessings for Grace Isis and appreciation for her coming and sharing. That was so special to me, because I also from the beginning felt some spirit connection with Grace Isis. And today she's going to be spending time with her family, and they've experienced loss recently. And I'd like to lift them up to the Lord too for, a sense of contentment in their day today and enjoyment. And Thanksgiving for, the love that she obviously has for her family and the dedication.
Absolutely.
God bless them.
Yes. He brings in an energy of love and peace wherever she goes. And she's just so beautiful. So happy that I got to meet her in person. And let's see. Pat Moss, prayers for the water blessing and prayers for peace and happiness. Abla, prayers for my family and friends. Neil, Stephen, Karen, and everybody who needs it. Leo, prayers for our beautiful Angelic River family. For Mother P and Mary Lou, prayers for peace in Gaia, and continued prayers for my friends. We know their names. Yes, we do, Leo. We put them in our prayer circle every day. And we put you in there also, Leo. And Leo is giving gratitude. Our prayers have been answered, and my friend Jim's family have tested negative for COVID, but still struggling with other health issues. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I know, COVID is the overriding concern in our world, but there are a lot of other things that are happening. And I know I haven't seen Charlie on here, but I know that some of his friends and family members were suffering from a respiratory issue that wasn't COVID, but it's still something that's spreading very rapidly. So let's lift his family up, and let's lift Charlie up. He's probably in the kitchen cooking. I know Charlie making those bacon and eggs in the morning or pancakes. I think that's Christina that says, how strong are you feeling those elementals there? I just love the energy. That's in Vermont or in here, Christina. I'm not sure which, but I know Jean Walensky, who's in Vermont, has told me about the elementals and that They are just so excited and ready for the Peace on Earth tour to come into that part of the world. And Abla says, bless you. Is this your last day together for now? It was lovely catching you. It's my last day here at Mary Lou's. She's hosting this part of the Peace on Earth tour. And then I'll be heading to Vermont. So this show will continue on. Abla, I know that you're new to us, and thank you so much for coming in every day. The morning cuppa is something that happens every day, and I'll be in different homes, different environments, different energies that will be brought to you with the co-host. So yes, it will continue on. Christina says, Grace is a remarkable person and spirit. Yes, she is. And Suzanne, please pray for my whole family, our family here, Gaia, peace, love, and compassion. Beautiful. And Prachetta says, Grace Isis looks so beautiful. Her headgear was so
I
stunning.
loved it. I loved that she came in her Kenyan regalia. Yes, she did look beautiful. Just beautiful. And it was appropriate that she had a head covering. Carrie and I were like, do you have a hat? Do you have a hat? We wound up putting blankets over our head, and Grace Isis had a scarf for you, which was
Right.
also beautiful.
Yes. The whole day was so perfect.
She looked so lovely.
Whatever we needed,
Yeah.
it just kind of appeared.
Yeah, it was all great.
Yeah. Isabel has prayers for the Angelic River family and our families, prayers for all special needs around the world and the sick, prayers for healing for Alexandra that is hospitalized for a month and they don't find what's immobilizing him, prayers for my daughter Inez to have faith on herself and believe she can do much better, and AAA, God in her life, prayers for me to stay connected today when meeting with my daughter and tell her what I found out. We're lifting you up for that, Isabel. Alexander is in the hospital because he collapsed after taking the vaccine. Okay, let's lift him up and put him in that prayer circle. Marietta, prayers that we may all rise up to a higher plane with love and light and joy and laughter. We started out the day with laughter.
Yeah.
And I said to Mary Lou, it's raising the vibration.
She was laughing because I didn't want to be up. I
So
was
good.
up, but my mind wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah.
You all did that for me. Thank you.
Christina says, Massachusetts and Vermont are similar in energy. Both are magical in nature. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. And Isabel says, yes, I love the wisdom of Mary Lou and the sweetness of Grace Isis. Beautiful. Erica is asking us to pray for her family and praying for peace, love, and honesty. And Pachetta says, Fairy Teri, ma'am, apart from COVID, in India, dengue, a kind of viral fever, is on the rampage. Also, lots of young deaths are happening due to heart attacks. Recently, we lost a young superstar of the entertainment industry. He was just 40 years old. He went away in his sleep, no previous health issues. Wow, let's lift him and his family and all your loved ones there up, Prachetta, your entire family. Let's go into our hearts. We only have a few minutes left. And let's remember our magnificence. That's what I'm hearing today. To just breathe in love and let it go right to the center of your being, showing you how beautiful you are, how magnificent you are. You are a spark of the divine. We all came from oneness. We seem to forget that at times. We look at our individual lives and we go into the illusion of separation. But we really are one mind, one spirit. And when we can find that part of us, that little spark inside of us, and feed it love, feed it compassion, feed it joy, then we start to expand that light. And we know without a doubt the connection that we have with each other. And when we feel that connection, then we stop comparing, we stop competing, and we want the whole team to win. We want everybody to live to their highest potential and have things in their life that's for their best and highest good. And that's what these morning meetings are all about. We check in with each other. We wrap our arms around each other. We learn from each other. And then we pray for each other. We ask the blessings to come from the Creator, the highest being, the highest power that is. Call it God, call it whatever you want. Just call it with respect and dignity, and ask for that connection to expand to all of us, and for the blessings to flow coming from God, from the Christ consciousness, from Divine Mother, the Ascended Masters, the angels, all of our help that we have here in this human experience. We can call on it at any time, any moment that you're feeling all alone, that you feel separated. You're not. You have the ability to call in that energy and connect in with that beautiful power. And then look around you and see the miracle, see the manifestation when you let go and you let everyone wrap their arms around you and hold you through whatever you're going through. That's what our prayer circle is all about. We place those in there who are struggling. Maybe they're struggling physically, and we lift them up for their best possible help to come to them. Those who are struggling emotionally, we wrap our arms around you. We love you. Love is the energy that heals. And when we're struggling emotionally, that love changes us. It lets us know that we can do anything through that power of love. We can overcome anything. Let's do that right now. Let's wrap our arms around that middle circle, that prayer circle, where names were placed and spoken. And let's just lift whatever is needed up to God and ask for that blessing to come in. Let's watch miracles happen. And then let's place everyone that's hearing these words, placing you in the prayer circle. And I just feel that stream of light coming directly from Source, that white light covering everyone. Feel the energy. Feel the power of that. Breathe it in. And let go of anything that's unlike love. Only love and light are welcome here. That's what's coming into our heart right now. It's what's coming into our prayer circle. Love and light. It is what heals. Perfect divine timing with the chimes. Our confirmation that we're being heard, seen, acknowledged, and that prayers are being answered.
And not only the chimes, but the light is shining through the window, just as Teri began her prayer. The sunshine came shining through, God's symbol of light and love and comfort and peace. And that's my prayer for all of you today.
Beautiful. Well, let's give that prayer to each other. That beautiful love that we do every morning. Deirdre named it the heart telephone. We start by speaking it to one person and it goes around the circle. So I'm going to speak it to Mary Lou. You speak it to whoever you choose, and it'll flow around the circle on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. And I love all of you so much. You are in my heart. You're in my soul every day. I love you so much. And Mary Lou, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you, Teri. I'll be back tomorrow.
She'll be back tomorrow. You heard that. Oh, what a blessing to be here beside this beautiful lady.
I feel exactly the same way. God bless you, Teri. It's been such a gift to have you here. Share your energy and your love and your beauty. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we are going to hear our song. So you can dance your way into a beautiful day, and it is absolutely beautiful.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you. Just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't all? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. No, come on, let's play.
I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all. I love you. I'll see you later.
Have a great day.